Someone told you to just keep pushing with your mid-career job search, keep applying, and eventually something will work. So you do what a lot of smart, hardworking professionals do. You set a goal, like 5 applications per day. You spend hours tweaking your resume, making those applications, and really focusing on being disciplined so you can get it all done. And at the end of the day, it feels like you worked hard, but nothing is happening. You are not landing those interviews. I'm Danielle Bradley. I'm a career coach for mid-career professionals. And today I want to talk about one of the worst messages that I'm hearing out there. That the answer for a successful job search at this time in your life is just to push harder and grind till something finally happens. But here's the issue with that approach. It doesn't usually create momentum, but it very likely will create job search burnout. The reality is that what gets results is not effort alone, it's strategy. So here's what the grind looks like in everyday life. You're sending applications every day, you're tracking everything. You have a system and you feel productive. But the responses aren't coming, or maybe you're getting 1 interview in 6 months of job search. Or you make it to the final rounds in the interview process and then you get ghosted. No feedback, no explanation, just silence. So you think I need to try harder. I need to want it more, and it might be even a little desperate. But that's the trap. I've seen people apply to up to 1,000 jobs in 2 months. 1,000. By the time they're speaking with me, they're so exhausted. They're discouraged and they're no closer to an offer than when they first started. And that's because desperation is not a strategy. So here's what's actually going on. Most people approach their job search with the same strategy that worked for them 10 or 15 years ago. But the truth is that those strategies no longer work in today's market. The market has changed, the way resumes are being screened has changed, and so has LinkedIn. And there's a hidden job market now, one where roles are not posted, and it's a huge percentage of the job market. But no one is really teaching you how to be successful with this. You're not a recruiter and you're not a resume writer. You're not an expert in how hiring works today. Yes, even if you're a hiring manager. It's different when you're on the other side as a candidate. So you do what you think is going to make sense. You apply to more jobs and just pray and hope that something lands. Meanwhile, people with less experience than you are gaining access to incredible opportunities, all because they know how to position themselves correctly. And here's a big belief that's keeping a lot of people stuck. I'm smart and I should be able to figure this out. You're thinking you have amazing experience and you shouldn't need help with this job search thing. I held that belief myself for so many months when I got laid off in mid-career. Let me tell you a little bit more about what happened there. I got laid off, and the company that laid me off paid for an outplacement service to help me get a new role. They redid my resume, they gave me some LinkedIn tips, and then they sent me on my way. And I went on to job search very actively for 6 months. And in that time period, I landed exactly 1 interview. And it didn't come from those job applications that I was making. It came from a referral from someone in my network. That job was not a fit for me. So it got really tough. I would get discouraged and sometimes downright depressed. I had all this experience and I couldn't figure out how to get hired. The market was tough at that time as well. There was very high unemployment where I lived at the time. And I remember sitting in my office and doing all the things, feeling busy, but not getting anywhere, going down rabbit holes, and nothing worked. Eventually, I realized that what I was doing wasn't working, and just doing more of that was the definition of insanity. So I got some new help. I hired a resume writer at the time who did a much better job of creating a resume that was focused on my amazing accomplishments as they related to the type of job that I was seeking. Everything got dialed in. I also learned how LinkedIn actually works, and I learned how to tap into the hidden job market. It involved networking in a way that didn't feel like I was begging people for a job. After figuring all of this out, I was able to land 3 six-figure job offers all within 24 hours of one another. The difference in my approach was not desperation, of course, it was a proven strategy. Here's what I usually see when people come to me after months of grinding it out in a job search that's not going anywhere. Typically, their resume reads like a job description. They have lists of responsibilities that AI could generate or could smooth out and make it sound good. But it doesn't show what they actually delivered. It doesn't show the impact because of the work they did. Hiring managers, especially nowadays, they want to see proof that you have delivered the types of results that they're looking for. What I also see people do that's not working for them is they think that LinkedIn is a social platform. They don't realize all the ways that they can optimize their profiles to attract opportunities to them. LinkedIn, in truth, is a search engine. And when you optimize your profile for the type of role that you want, you're able to attract opportunities to you. So here's the deal. Job searching today is kind of complicated. It requires skills that you have never been taught. You wouldn't try to fix your own plumbing now, would you? You'd call someone who knows what they're doing. But for some reason, when it comes to job search, we think we can figure this all out all by ourselves. But we're not the experts at this, let's face it. And the clients that I see get the best results and the fastest results are the ones that realize they were never taught how to job search, and that's when hiring an expert can really help you to fast track that whole process. These clients are willing to try something different. And when they do, they don't just land a job. They learn a skill that will serve them for the rest of their career. So if they ever find themselves again in a situation where they need to do a job search, now they have learned the skills to do it well. So here's what to do right now. Pull up your resume and take a look. Does it show impact, or does it look more like a job description? Do you have lists of responsibilities? And take a look at your LinkedIn. Is it just the digital version of your resume, or is it fully optimized for the type of role that you want next? Then take a look at your networking activities. When was the last time that you had a genuine conversation with someone in your network? Not just have a conversation to ask for a job. If the answer to any of these is a little uncomfortable, that's your starting point, not hundreds, if not thousands of more applications. Honestly, the worst thing about this keep grinding advice is that it keeps you busy enough to think you're actually doing something. Meanwhile, nothing actually changes. So you don't need to be more desperate. You need a proven strategy. And if you want to know what a winning job search strategy can look like, then I invite you to book a call with us. You'll see the link in the description below. And subscribe for more content like this. And watch this video next. The LinkedIn profile mistakes that are making you invisible to recruiters. Hope to speak with you soon so we can help you get hired.